Let's give Hub a great big round of applause for being our MC today. I saw him the other morning pretty early, and he looked like he had really been run through the ringer. And I said, Hub, how you doing? And he said, well, I'm not sure. He said, I did something last night that I've never done before in my life. I went to a real important business meeting and got so drunk I couldn't walk. So I took a cab. I've never driven a cab before. I don't know where to leave it. I want you to get your hands going together real fast for a great group of people and musicians and talented folks who have been entertaining you tonight. I think they've done a marvelous job. I'm going to do you 3 or 4 things here, and I always like to do this song because we've got all these wagons gathered up here, and on Friday the chuck wagons will come in from LaGrave Field and set up on the lawns of the Coliseum and the Livestock Exchange Building. And one of the things that they have to do in order to compete properly is to be in condition that they could go on up the trail, because Fort Worth was the last stop on the Chisholm Trail before they reached the Red River. And when they got to the Red River, it doesn't look like it does today. The mesquite and what we lovingly call cedar had not crossed the Red into Indian Territory. It was nothing but an ocean of grass all the way to the horizon. No big trees along the line of sight, no big hills in the distance. The only way the boss knew to take the herd off the bed ground the next morning was the direction the cook had pointed the wagon tongue. If he could see it, he always pointed it to the North Star. I hired out to Colonel Slaughter, driving steers to Abilene, green and wet behind the ears, a kid of 17. Though I was raised in Texas, I was not a seasoned hand, so I got the job of booting the Coosie right-hand man. On the old Estacado, all you see is endless plain. You dread the sound of thunder, there's no shelter from the rain. Coosie did a strange thing when the evening meal was done. He'd wait until the stars come out, then move the wagon tongue. He said, son, there ain't no landmarks on these wide and rolling plains. Ain't no trees or mountains, so each day it looks the same. But you'll never lose direction, and you'll know just where you are. You'll always point that wagon tongue toward the old North Star. Then now beyond the simmer on one cold and stormy night, I watched the cattle stampede in the lightning's eerie light. Took several days to round them up, get them settled down. We followed with the wagon through the soft and muddy ground. As we pushed the herd across the plain, we had no way to know that we had drifted way off course toward New Mexico. And in the night the stars came out, his theories stood the test. Abilene's up north of us, but we were headed west. He said, son, there ain't no landmarks on these wide and rolling plains. Ain't no trees or mountains, so each day it looks the same. But you'll never lose direction, and you'll know just where you are. You'll always point that wagon tongue toward the old North Star. My life has been a full one. My hair is turning gray, and I've seen a lot of sunshine, but I've seen some cloudy days. For a while I wandered aimlessly, and I still wear the scars, and I didn't point my wagon tongue